Welcome to another episode of Mind Over Matter with Sankit. Now, in this series, we've been talking about how you can build positivity, how you can radiate positivity, and how you can exhibit confidence when you are with other people, and how you can develop meaningful relationship with the people around you. And in today's episode, we'll be talking about how you can gain the trust of other people. Now, gaining the trust of other people is very important. In the previous episode, we talked about how it's very important to be liked by other people. If you want all factors of your life to go smoothly, you will certainly need help from one person or the other. So if you expect to get some help from other people, it is important that you gain their trust. So in this episode, we'll be talking about several things that you can do in order to build trust. Now, it all starts with very basic things, like the things that I talked about in the previous video. The very basic, primitive things related to your body language. For example, having an open arm gesture, which in the primitive sense shows that you have nothing to hide. When you show your palms, when you're openly showing your palms, it shows that you have nothing to hide and that you are confident with whatever you are carrying. You're confident with whatever you are, so it shows that you have nothing to hide. On the other hand, if you are slouching and if you have a crossed arms position, people won't trust you very easily, because in the first instant they will understand from your body that you have something to hide, that you have something that you do not want to tell them. So they cannot really totally trust you, no matter how trustworthy you might sound when you speak. The other thing that you need to do if you want to gain others' trust is to speak the truth wherever possible. So in our general life, we're so accustomed to exaggerating about things or telling small lies to people, but then we do not realize the dangers that telling these small lies have on our life. So we just throw out random lies to people just to make them more interested in our conversation, or just to get some benefits from other people. But then if you think about it very properly, you'll notice that these small lies accumulate to bigger lies. And if you start lying about some things, you'll have to lie about several other things. There's a saying which goes like, if you tell one lie, you'll have to tell 100 other lies to cover that one lie. So that is not something you want. The path of too much friction and resistance is not what you would want to do. You want to be as honest as possible. You need to make yourself an open book. You should make yourself such a person who has nothing to hide at all. You're just confident with whatever you are. You just tell the truth very honestly. And the next point is also related to this, which is telling the truth in difficult circumstances. So generally we tend to lie in difficult circumstances because we do not want to hurt the other person. There is something that we want to point out to them, but we do not tell it to them because we might feel that they will get hurt. But then this is very harmful in the long run, because if you can directly tell them about things, they'll understand. You do not need to be afraid of expressing yourself to others. But instead, if you keep something hidden, if you keep something concealed for a long time, you'll notice that someday or the other one of you will explode, and someday or the other the truth will come out and the situation will be even more awkward. So the ideal thing to do is just to be confident whenever you're confronting about things. You need to be very straightforward. You need to be able to keep your points very openly without any fear. Now, if telling a truth hurts somebody else, of course it will not in the long run, because telling the lie first and then discovering the truth later on is a lot more hurtful than telling the bitter truth directly. So if you're able to tell the bitter truth directly to some other person, you'll notice that although for a short time the person might feel bad, in the long run the person will feel better, because they know that you are honest, and they know that they can at least trust you with anything, because you're so open about things. You're not afraid to express what is the truth. So especially if you want to gain others' trust, you need to be very honest, even if it might be a bitter thing, even if it might bring some sort of a fight between you two. If that is the truth, if that is what you're actually feeling, you shouldn't really resist the urge. You should just tell it to them. Make sure that you tell it to them in a very soft voice, because you do not want to pick up a fight with the person. Make sure that your voice is in your control. Do not get too much into your emotions, and do not speak as a slave of your emotions, but keep your emotions in your own control, and then you can express the truth without any hesitation. And the other thing which you can do if you want to gain others' trust is to help other people selflessly. Now, when people know that you are selfless, when they know that you help others for the sake of helping and not expecting a reward, they'll feel more comfortable when they are in your company. They'll feel more comfortable when they are around you, so they can trust you with everything. They will feel that whatever you do it very genuinely and to actually help others, and that gravitates people towards you. They trust you more. And there is great importance in helping others selflessly. If you can help others, they will also get the gut feeling that they need to help you. Now, this does not mean that it should necessarily be a give and take. This is not a negotiation per se, but then it is not a negotiation in itself, but then it's the natural law of the universe. If you are kind to others, if you are helpful to others, they'll also help you whenever you need it. And of course, you'll need it in some time or the other. Everyone has different skills. Everyone has different strengths. So if you can utilize and if you can accept help from everyone in their area of expertise, you become a lot more lucky person. Just imagine it. Just imagine if you are friendly with many people, you have influenced many people in a positive way. And since there are many people, they will have different sets of strengths. So whenever you have a problem in one area, you can ask for help with the other person. Now, if you help others selflessly, you do not even need to ask them for the help. They will by default want to help you because you helped them when they most needed it. Hence, the basic idea of this video was to exhibit that you are trustworthy in several manners. The first one, starting with your body language, having a more open body language, which shows that you do not have anything to conceal. The next thing is that you need to speak the truth as far as possible, almost always, right? So I do not see any advantage in telling any sort of lie, no matter what the consequences are. No matter how bitter the consequences might be, you always need to tell the hard truth to people. That solves several problems so much quicker. Similarly, you also need to give away service in a selfless manner, which makes you a better human being altogether, and people would also like to help you selflessly whenever you need their help. So if you like this video, do not forget to press the like button. Also, if you like whatever is happening here at Sound Health Solution, do not forget to press the subscribe button and also to click on the bell icon to not miss any of our videos. We'll be coming up with similar videos in the future. Until next time.